This episode is brought to you by Ariston Specialties in Bloomfield, Connecticut, makers of amazing olive oils and other Greek delights. Check them out online at aristonspecialties.com. That's Ariston, Ariston, specialties.com. This week, the gang and I are doing more potato salad ideas because we know we barely scratched the surface last time. So thanks for joining us at our new podcast home, faithmiddleton.com. Yes, the Food Schmooze Party is back and now located at faithmiddleton.com. The gang is here to whip up some more delicious potato salad recipes. As I said, the possibilities are endless. This morning I made a faux tuna potato salad without potatoes, substituting last night's white rice for potatoes, some sliced Kalamata olives, diced onions, mayonnaise, and a can of tuna. And I mixed it all up, and it was such a pleasure to eat for breakfast, after I walked my dog Bon Bon, who's our show mascot, and he's curled up in his bed right over there at the end of the couch. So you see, yeah, hi, Bob. You see what I mean? You don't even have to have potatoes in your potato salad. I mean, you can really kind of make, throw anything in. Some people are very strict about potato salad, and other people, throw some interesting things in. And I got my rice, for instance, it was left over from eating at Kamana in Guilford, which is right near me. My buddies are with me. Chris Prosperi, home cook, as well as chef and co-owner of Metro Beast Restaurant in Simsbury, Connecticut. Our editor and food lover, Carl Franklin, who performed our theme music, which I love. Yep. And Joanne Church, who lives in New London. Hey, everybody.
Hey, it's potato time.
Hey, Miss Rice versus potatoes.
Yeah, I know. Okay, my buddies, go crazy. Make potato salad any way you want. Chris, why don't we start with you?
All right. So last week I gave a really good tip about dressing the potatoes warm. And this week I want to throw in another tip before I tell you my potato salad of this week. So this week I want to tell you, when I do my potato salad and mashed potatoes, and actually whenever I cook potatoes, it is not crucial, but it's much better if you use cold water. So you get your pot, wash your potatoes, put them in the pot, cold water, bring it up to a simmer, and then lower it and keep it at that simmer. You don't want to boil the potatoes too hard, because what can happen is the starch cells, without getting too technical, the cells inside burst. And then if you've ever had slimy or gummy potatoes, that's why.
Ew.
So tip of the week on potatoes is just softly simmer them, right? And that's basically for any potato and any preparation when you're boiling them or simmering.
How long does it take, Chris?
I usually do 20 minutes, but it depends on how many potatoes you got, how strong your stove is. But yeah, about 20 minutes is average. But the best way to test is I take a little paring knife or a small little steak knife and just poke them. If the knife goes in nice and smooth, then they're done. All right. So that's
what
potato cooking 101 of the week.
How do you keep the skin from, falling off in the pot?
Yeah, no, this goes in exactly what I was saying. So yes, if you simmer them softly, the skins will definitely stay intact, right?
Okay, if you like skin.
Yeah, if you like the skins, yeah. And even if you don't like the skins, you want them to be intact because they're so easy to peel off once they get to room temperature after you strain them, right? Once they're cooked. So yeah, if you don't like the skin, I say if you're making potato salad, don't peel them, right? Cook them jackets on and then simmer them. When they're done, drain them, let them cool a little bit, and then those skins will peel right off in your hand.
See, these are for people who are so strict about having potatoes in their potato salad. Okay, because clearly I don't have to.
Yes, nor do I.
Chris, let's hear your recipe.
I'm going, and I brought it up on my phone, so I'm going to bring it back so I can show it on the screen for you guys, because you all know what this is. Ready? Ta-da! It is Palazzio's chorizo. It's the real Spanish sausage. and it is Palacios. It's Palacios, and it is the best chorizo on the planet. It is the cured one, not the raw one, right?
It's the dry.
Right.
Yes,
it's the dry. You can just
pepperoni.
slice it and eat it.
Yeah, you could slice it and eat. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my onions for this potato salad. So I got my potatoes already cooked, drained. They're in a bowl, cooling, right? But not all the way cold, right? Cooling a little bit. And then I'm going to take my onions, and instead of throwing them in my potato salad, I'm going to throw them in a pot with a teeny bit of oil and get them going. And then I'm going to chop up my chorizo sausage and throw that in with the onions. I'm going to render that down, and you'll see if you've ever cooked the Palacios, it's filled with smoked paprika and the juice from the juice, quote unquote, of the sausage, right? The pork fat will come draining out with this amazing smoked paprika. And when that comes out, I'll hit it with a little garlic. And again, you don't have to cook the sausage all the way through because it is cured, right? So you just want to get it so it renders out. And then I take that red oil and chorizo and onion and garlic, right? I'll put it aside for a second. I'll chop up my potatoes. Then that goes into my chopped up potatoes first. I toss it in that oil. If your potatoes are warm, that oil will soak right into the center of those little potato cubes. It's heaven. And then I hit it with a little sherry vinegar, parsley, salt, pepper.
Oh, here he goes. Here, I knew he was going to start with the list.
You got to have a little vinegar. You got to have a little vinegar, right? A little
Gotta
acid.
have a little vinegar.
Have a little vinegar.
Okay, so
that's it. Simple potato salad, but that chorizo is the star of this.
That chorizo is
awesome.
it makes me crazy. Yep. It's so delicious. It really, really does. And the oil, right, Chris? When it comes out, like I put it in eggs.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And
yes.
it makes your eggs like the most amazing color.
Yeah, and that's the smoked paprika that it's packed, that it's cured with.
Yeah.
And it's so good. And like I said, I've done this for people, for like bringing it over for like potlucks and stuff. And people are like, red potato salad? I've never seen that. Did you use food coloring? Yeah. I'm like, no. It's the sausage. And it's funny because people know when I say chorizo to people, mostly my friends, they always think of the Mexican one, which is this raw sausage that you cook, right?
Minced.
And it's still a great sausage, but that's not what I'm talking about when I'm saying this. This is the dry cured. You can get it online if you're in the Connecticut area. Some of the big Ys are carrying it because I saw it the last time I was in there and I did a little dance in the aisle and this woman looked at me funny. It's like,
there's a big Y near me. Wow. I'm
Take
so
a look
excited.
where the cheeses are, in that section. You'll see some meats hanging around and you'll see the Palazzo, right? Chorizo.
Phantasmic.
It used to be about $7 for that package. Is that true? 10. Wow.
10 now. Yeah, I don't think anything's what it used to be.
Well, inflation is going down, believe it or not.
Yeah,
it's been going down for months, but not fast enough, I think.
Not fast enough. So we're at $10 now for that 1 pound package. But it's again, it goes so far. If you're making a small batch of potato salad, I'd only use a half a stick because you don't need that much. It's a flavoring, not it's the star, but the star is the flavoring, not the actual sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right.
It's not hot, by the way. You can get it hot.
One. Yeah, but even the hot one's pretty mild, right? I mean, it doesn't burn your mouth. It has a little heat. It doesn't have a lot of heat. I buy the hot now, and I don't even tell people.
Oh, seriously?
It's not that hot. It's got a little pepper burn, but that's
it depends on your mouth.
I suppose. Your palate.
Or something. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to Carl Franklin, who's, I think I mentioned, does the music for our show. That's Carl playing. And it is the second I heard it, I thought, oh my God, this is so good and it is so happy.
Yeah, and, waiting for the summer to come. And now it's summer, but we don't care. We're still playing the song.
Yeah, we're going to play it in the winter.
All year long.
Totally. I didn't mention that to you, I think.
You did, yeah.
Okay, Carl. All right. Go ahead, Carl.
So last week, I talked about a potato salad that I used to make before I started cutting carbohydrates because I had type 2 diabetes. And this time, I'm going to make an alternative that I serve when, the sort of the fare lends itself to potato salad, right? So I'll make that potato salad for my non-low-carb friends. And then I do this. And this, you don't have to be a low-carb person to like this. This is just a basic grilled and chilled veggie salad. All right? So grilled veggies, chilled, cut, chopped, added some seasonings and maybe some feta cheese. But it's basic. You coat steaks of cauliflower, sliced onions, eggplants, some cherry tomatoes, and multicolored peppers. And maybe some jalapenos if you like them. Just put them on the grill, charcoal grill. Get some grill marks on them. And then you chill them. You chill them in the fridge. You get them cold overnight. And then you're going to chop them, mix them, clean them all up and all that into bite-sized pieces. And the dressing, olive oil, vinegar. I love vinegar, especially in a salad like this. And I go Mediterranean. So some dried oregano, some salt and pepper, maybe some red pepper flakes, and maybe some feta cheese. And you toss that all in there, maybe some fresh basil, just, the things that go with chilled veggies.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
For keto, I remember once we had to do a potato salad with no potatoes because for some reason there was someone in this family that couldn't eat regular potatoes. And we used our normal German potato salad recipe and we did a combination of parsnips and celery root.
You guys are talking about everything I have.
Yeah. Celery root, lower carb than parsnips. Parsnips are still a little carby, but they're delicious, of course.
But they're higher in fiber than potatoes.
Right. So anyway, celery root is a great alternative. However, if people are expecting potato, they're not going to like it. It has more flavor. It has a lot of flavor, and it's a very strong
Yeah, it's a little
flavor.
bitter too. Celery's bitter.
But it's the great part of that recipe, Carl, for me is, the vegetables on the grill. I love vegetables on the grill.
This time of
hot,
year.
cold, whatever. I just I'm crazy about them. Yeah. So, right there, you're off to a running start.
Yeah. It's sort of like a little homemade jardiniere.
Oh,
Yes.
love. That's my favorite summertime salad.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, love it. We make gallons of it. Oh, so good.
Okay. So, we're going to take a very quick break and then we'll be right back with more. This is part 2 of our potato salad recipes. I'm Faith Middleton, and I'm with the gang. We've got Carl Franklin, Joanne Church, and Chris Prosperi here on the show. And this time, so we decided we were going to do part 2 of potato salad because there are so many kinds of recipes, even ones without potatoes, as you just heard from me and from Carl. To me, it's a salad, so you can kind of do anything with it. I think last time I might have mentioned, my, BLT potato salad where I do, lettuce that is, iceberg because it's very chunky and, bacon and, tomatoes and, stir it all up with the, vinaigrette and that's really kind of fun. So sort of German style. Okay. So let me see whose turn. Joanne, is it your turn? Go, girl.
So last week, my potato salad was I go to the store and buy it and doctor it
I
up.
love that.
Yeah.
So I thought, how am I going to talk about it again? So I looked at, but here I've got something new I am going to try this year. I've never had canned whole potatoes, but why not for your potato salad?
I've seen them.
But
They're
why?
already cooked.
Because the cooking is the only anxiety portion.
Yeah, and it's hot, makes your kitchen hot.
Yes, and the time. But how can you go wrong in a canned potato?
Yeah.
You know what? Here's the thing. I can't believe you've chosen this because I just want to mention that when I was in college, you know how everybody would be somebody's night to cook and you'd make some kind of goofy thing like a, can of Campbell's chicken, cream of chicken soup with some brandy
Cream
and,
of mushrooms,
so it's like really wacky things and mushrooms. Yeah. So Joanne, I used to do, for my potatoes when I was serving steak, which is rare, and I don't mean the temperature. I chose those potatoes in a can, and when you taste it when it's first in the can, it tastes a little weird, but once it's cooked with, say, mushrooms or something, it's delicious. So I'm excited to hear what you're going to do with it.
Listen, you put mayonnaise or onions on anything and, it's not going to taste weird. No, my classic would be celery, red onion, maybe some fresh dill, boiled egg, salt, pepper, a little dill juice.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I forgot that you did boiled eggs.
That's classic, isn't it? That's one of the ingredients.
I think it's classic.
Is it?
The
I don't-
potato salad police would tell you that it has to have grated boiled egg in the potato salad.
Right.
But then you can really decorate the potato salad on the top with the eggs and the paprika. You can make and parsley. You can make it look a little pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. I really want to know about the canned potatoes now because I am never going to badmouth a can again because my chef years ago turned me on to canned chicken, which I thought was going to be the worst thing in the world. I really did.
All right, now are you talking about the meat in a can or the whole chicken? Because I've seen the whole chicken in a can.
Oh, no, this is just the meat.
And that's some good eating right there now.
I'm talking about the canned
I have a story
chicken.
about that. Remind me to tell you.
All right.
No,
I'm just talking about the little
Chris,
canned chicken.
You said that a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
A really, really long time ago. And
definitely.
I remember thinking,
it was one of the best
canned
dips.
chicken in here?
Yeah.
And it turns out that recently I bought that canned chicken. It's Swanson's.
Yeah,
Yep,
Swanson.
Sure.
And I thought to myself, I remember Chris made a dip out of this because one of his employees
brought it
was
for a party
making
or something. Yeah, and it was one of the top things.
It was
That's why,
so
Joanne,
good.
I'm going to go after work tonight on my way home, and I'm just going to buy a can of those potatoes because I'm just curious. I am curious what they are.
You want to hear my chicken in a can story?
Yeah, what's your chicken in a can? That's a whole chicken, right?
Yeah, so Kelly and I were out somewhere, and we had been married for a couple of years, and we were somewhere, and she started telling me about her mother and her mother's cooking chicken and dumplings with chicken in a can. And I said, what? Chicken? You mean a whole? She goes, yes, it's a can that, it's like a half-gallon can.
Yeah, number 10 can, we call it.
Okay, number 10 can, and you open it up, and there's a whole chicken, bones and everything in the can. You separate out the bones and all that stuff. So I said, that's ridiculous. So what do we do? Or what did I do? It was my idea. Got on Amazon and ordered a case of chicken in a can and had it sent to her with no, it was a gift, but no tag.
No note or anything. Like where did it come from?
Right. So we forgot all about it. We forgot all about it like a year later. We're like, did you ever get that chicken in a can? She goes, yep. What'd you do? Made dumplings. She didn't even ask.
Was it good? Was it good?
I don't know. We didn't have any of it, but
you didn't have it.
She didn't say, Kelly, I got this case of canned chicken. Was that you? She never said anything like that.
No, just was like,
God,
canned
that is
chicken.
so funny.
Chicken for a year.
Yeah.
Like I think with these potatoes Joanne's talking about, in certain applications, you don't know. And Joanne said it. If you put enough mayonnaise on it, you're not going to know.
Yes, right.
Or the onions, the pepper.
Sure,
And,
all that stuff.
Here's another alternative, but I thought which is rutabaga. But I thought, why wouldn't you
It's
just do
strong.
a potato? Yeah. And the rutabaga takes longer to cook.
Oh, yeah, forever. And they're starchier?
A little bit. Not bad.
You know what? Joanne, can I just say this about Joanne? Joanne is a what I would call a stealth cook. She you would never know. She would never brag. She would never, say anything. If she was with someone, nothing.
My can opener is sharp, baby.
Hey, Joanne, my favorite cookbook, and I still have it here. My favorite cookbook has been and always will be A Man, a Can, and a Plan.
That's right.
And the pages are laminated, so if you spill something on it, you just wash it off.
Oh my God, that's
I
perfect.
can't remember. Some organization did that.
I can't remember. It was such a good book, though.
It was
So
a really
I'm
great
with
title.
you with that can.
I thought I thought, wow, the only thing weirder could be if they put the chicken in a glass jar.
No,
and you looked
come
at it like it was
on.
a scientific
Oh, like you walked
Like
into,
formaldehyde.
into your
Body
old
part or something.
biology class where they have the
No,
jars in, what's it in,
stop.
Carl? The
Formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde? How
Smells
does
like.
he know?
I went
Why
to
are you
school.
asking him formaldehyde?
I went to middle school, man. I know that. Science
my
class.
Oh,
Terrible
God.
smell.
Jacques Pepin is on the cover of Food and Wine
I saw you
magazine, as
say
I
that.
shared with you guys. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to look up a potato salad by him.
I'm sure he has one.
It was so complicated. I thought, I am not talking about this. It was called a French potato salad, if anyone wants the recipe.
Made from real French.
Was it like a niçoise kind of thing, or the olives and the potatoes and the
green beans and tuna.
Perhaps. Listen,
Hey, that's a
No,
bougie
probably
potato
not.
salad right
it's too
there.
long of an article. I didn't even.
You're like, nope.
I mean, it's not in the Food and Wine, but I thought, I just Googled it.
yeah. He looks great on the cover too.
He does.
If I
He looks
Google a
great.
recipe and it's 4 pages long as I'm paging down, I don't even bother reading it. I just wait a minute, it's on page 3? No.
The ingredients go to page 2. It's like, no, 1-page ingredient.
But you're a chef, Chris. I can't believe that you.
Too much, I think editing and cooking is important.
Okay, so are we done, or what do
I
you
think
think?
so, yeah.
Anybody got
Okay.
any more taters? Tater stories?
I think we covered it.
I love the parsnips. I think I will also try some parsnips.
You know what are really good? Deep fried parsnip chips, like potato chips.
Yep.
Those are good.
We peel them with a peeler, so
Yeah.
they're long and thin, the
Yeah.
strips, and then we deep fry them as chips. They're really
Oh,
That's
that's
cool.
great.
Yeah.
I love the sweetness.
With lots of salt.
good. And you know what? Before we go, we never talked about, did anyone ever mention a sweet potato salad?
No.
Because
What a
that's
great idea.
Right?
Yeah, why not?
Right?
Do you have
Why
one?
couldn't you
I've
do a
never
sweet-
seen one.
Yeah. Why
Why
wouldn't
not?
you be able to do a sweet potato
So
salad?
next week we'll do.
Part 3. Sweet potatoes.
I think there's enough stuff for 22 parts.
Probably.
On potato salad.
I just
I really
Googled it
do.
just because I wanted to see, and there are millions of recipes.
Of
not
course,
hundreds of
of
thousands.
course.
There's literally millions of recipes online.
Yeah, I know.
Millions.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I thought,
So,
oh no, we can't
yeah,
just do
you can
one of
keep
these.
going.
It's like, well, I like everybody's stuff, even the stuff in a can, because if I can do chicken in a can,
Yeah.
that Swanson's chicken in a can that Chris turned me on to, then I bet I could do. You know what? I live near a sandwich place. And it's part of a gas station. And inside this, where the store would be for a gas station is a man who does sandwiches.
Very cool.
And so I went in and I was just really jammed for time. And I went in there and I ordered a sandwich. It's my first time ordering a sandwich. And I look, and on the counter is a huge sign. And it says, remember, don't forget our Spam sandwiches. And I thought, wow, what must he do to them? He's not frying stuff. These are all cold sandwiches. And I thought, oh, would you do a cold
Like a Spam salad,
Spam
maybe?
sandwich? But there's all kinds of workers go in there. Trucks are parked around. Isn't that something?
So I know
A Spam
that in
sandwich?
Hawaii they eat Spam a lot.
Yeah.
It's part of the culture, the
Yeah.
cuisine. It's
It
not
was easy
considered,
for them to get and transport, right? That's
Right,
why it's
right.
so, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I can't say that I'm a fan even of a well-fried Spam sandwich. I
Thank you
don't
for
know.
saying that, by the way.
What about Underwood deviled ham? My grandmother used to make deviled ham
Oh no!
sandwiches.
My
We used
mother
to have
sent
that
me to
when we were
church.
kids.
My mother sent me to school with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was on the rotation with the bologna and
It's like
the fluffer nutter.
take a little ham, some
Spam-
sawdust,
I
and some
think-
salt and fat, and mix it
I
all
think
up.
Spam gets a bad rap.
Yeah, probably.
I've had
you
Spam
like it?
in good preparation. We should do a show just on Spam.
Oh, well, I think it's going to be just you based on the reaction of the other two.
I will convert you. I will make you
Really?
dishes with Spam.
How about
Yes.
we come over for lunch and you can
I was
make
gonna
us some
say-
Spam sandwiches?
I was going to say,
Listen,
let's
I bet-
go to
okay.
somebody's house and Chris will make it,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll try.
I'm convinced right now, sitting here thinking that if you put Spam in my potato salad instead of chorizo, and you mixed it with some smoked paprika,
No,
if
you don't
fried
tell
it,
anybody.
If
Yeah.
you fried it and then threw in some smoked paprika,
Is
in
it just
the
me
pan.
or has Chris lost his mind?
He's lost his
All right,
mind.
we could do a challenge
All right,
recipe
I'm
on that.
challenged.
You're
I'm
going to
doing
get
it.
a case of Spam, and you're never
Yeah,
going to know who it came
Carl's
from.
gonna send 20 cans on
Yeah.
no.
You know it. You know it. I am down for this experiment, Chris. I really want to know.
Only,
Spam sandwich.
only
What about
$10 a
Spam?
can.
Honestly, you've never had Spam sushi? Come on.
No?
All right, can we end the show?
Should I bring some nori?
I know.
A little ginger, perhaps?
Yeah,
Okay.
a little ginger, a little
Pickled ginger,
wasabi.
a little wasabi. Chopsticks.
You know the people who fight all the time when they do that food show? That's going to be the new reputation, okay? I'm Faith Middleton, and you can find us at faithmiddleton.com. And, of course, my food buddies are here, and that's Chris Prosperi of Metro Beast Restaurant in Simsbury, Connecticut, Carl Franklin in Quaker Hill, Connecticut, and he is author of our theme music, and I hope it never changes because it's great.
We love it.
And Carl, what's it called, by the way?
Waiting for the summer to come.
And you can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, you can find it at carlfranklin.com.
There.
Okay.
I have the CD in my car right now.
Cool.
Okay. And Joanne Church, who's in New London, Connecticut. And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Waiting for the summer to come.